All right, hello YouTube fellow pickers. My name's Gus. Good to meet you. I been meaning to make a video for quite some time, but I'm completely new to it, and right now I'm still struggling with trying to get things in the view. I just did a couple of practice rounds, and really, I'll apologize now because I'm probably going to be blocking it half the time until I look through the viewfinder, which is a pretty awkward angle away from me. But yeah, I figured I'd give a little intro and just how I got picking. It was just before Christmas. I well, I guess no. I guess I started watching videos about mid-November. All of a sudden, LPL and Bosnian Bill kept on showing up on my feed, so I started watching them and got hooked almost immediately. I've always been kind of security-minded and loved locks. I think I raked one. I was about 12 or 13 years old. I think those instructions actually came from the Anarchist Cookbook on how to do that. But I never really played around after that. But yeah, anyways, fell down that rabbit hole of YouTube videos and really wanted to give it a try, and had already made a little bit of an agreement with my wife about not getting too crazy with my hobbies this coming year. We travel a lot, and we also want to be building a house in the next 5 years. So we're trying to just scale back the spending a bit. So I figured if I could get into it on the cheap, that'd be fine. So I started looking around, and a guy locally to me had actually posted a Monster Max XL kit and 3 Sparrows cutaways. And I shot him a message, asked him if he might be interested in a trade. I told him I'm a straight razor nut, and I've got a ton of them, and cigars as well. And as soon as he heard the straight razors, he was pumped. He instantly, I guess he had been thinking about trying it for years, and here was a perfect excuse. So swapped the kit for the straight razor, and I was picking about a week before Christmas, and just grabbing every little lock I could find around the house. And yeah, and I just haven't been able to stop since. I love it, absolutely love it. But because I've already agreed that I can't get too spendy about it. So I'm just picking up locks as I see them, good deals here and there, and yeah, and that's about it. I'm just I really can't stop. I've taken a few, just life coming up. I've definitely had, so say I've been at it since Christmas. I've definitely taken 2 or 3 weeks where I didn't pick anything at all, and coming back to it, you certainly notice, right? Like especially when you start getting into the abases and that, it requires a little concentration and a little more feel, and I'm just, my skills are not at the point where I can take a break and not feel that when I get back to it. But yeah, that's how I got going. Anyhow, this video is actually for Divinorum's 200 subscriber giveaway. I thought at first, because I'm a new picker, I'm basically proud of any new lock I can pick. But last Friday, I actually had something pretty cool happen, and I thought, oh, this is a perfect topic. I'm going to try to make a video and get in on this. And I've loved watching everybody else's videos. All you guys have a lot to be proud of. Some of your skills are just, they're kind of mind blowing, especially I'll get watching a string of videos where you guys are picking way above my weight, and it gives me this false sense of confidence. I get dragged back down to earth when I start into a lock that I really have no business quite yet getting into. But anyhow, so last Friday, our girl is 13 years old, and like every other 13-year-old or most 13-year-olds, she's nothing we do is cool. I thought even lock picking, come on, like how can you knock it? That's a pretty cool thing to be able to do. But she was walking by again. She's like, I can't. It's so boring. Like, this is what you're doing with your Friday night. And I was like, listen, stop judging. You haven't tried it. You have to give it a go before you start giving me crap about it. So I grabbed this little dollar store deal. It's I don't know. This was kicking around one of my wife's toolboxes from before we got together. but it's a super easy pick. So I said, I brought it over and I explained tension, that you need something to kind of help turn the key, or turn it like a key would, and you just need something that'll fit. And I told her the point, just you're just pushing a couple of pins up, the entire thing should, and she took about as long as that just did. And the look on her face was, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. She really didn't see, she didn't see being into it as much as she was. Her reaction was hilarious. So I immediately gave her this one, which I had just gotten a few days before. This is new old stock. I had gotten in a trade for some tools and axes and stuff that I got. But it's a pretty simple lock. I mean, it's 5-pin, but you don't have to. There's not a whole lot of trickery to it. So I give her this, and she spent about 5 minutes, and she knew what to do. Try to find the binder, and she was picking away, and about 5 minutes later, she's like, oh my god, I think I got it, and boom, she had popped this thing open. So, sorry, I thought I had that one. But yeah, when she opened this guy up, she was super proud of herself, because I told her, I was like, that's an actual lock, right? This is, I put it somewhere around the Master 3s. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time here. It's this angle, for one. It's giving me a really hard time. I think I've overset something. Of course. I hear you guys say it all the time. Oh, once you're on camera. And I'm trying to do it through the viewfinder, so I'm keeping you guys in the loop. Are you kidding me? Anyways, she pops this thing open and immediately grabs this guy, 9350, which I've opened twice, but I can't honestly say that I picked it. It was one of those times, both times where, holy shit, it's open. I don't count that as a genuine pick. I can't say I'm comfortable with this lock at all. So I don't know if it's the dead core or what, but doesn't have anything too crazy as far as bidding goes. I hope the focus works on this. This is what I don't know. Anyhow, she grabbed that, and I said to slow your roll, and I gave her one of these, thinking that it would just tire. She'd give it a shot and whatever. And she kept at it for about half an hour and pops the thing open. She hadn't been picking for 2.5, 3 hours and popped open a lock that, from what I see on the subreddit, a lot of people have issues with. And, and really, I mean, I can pick away at these most of the time and get it under 5 minutes, but once in a while they snag me too. But, yeah, anyways, super proud of her for trying something new and trying to, and sticking to it until she got it. But I can't say that I really can't think of a time I've been prouder, quite frankly, because again, it started with her making fun of me, and all of a sudden she loved it. So this week, she, between school and babysitting, she hasn't really been around the house to give it another go, but she certainly mentioned it a few times. So in Locksport, what I'm most proud of, absolutely my little girl there, 13-year-old Samara, picking open a 7240. But anyhow, I'll leave it there, and I hope this video works out. I'll be trying my phone if this doesn't pan out, but yeah, I'll see you all later, and yeah, have fun.